Ortiz is the CEO of Job Creators Network. This is a guy who is right in the middle of the action because right now Congress, Alfredo, is they pulled an all-nighter, like a slumber party. And here we go again with Republicans that want to, I don't know, stake out some kind of territory and say, I'm going to be the guy that gets the attention. I'm thinking of Thomas Massey. I'm thinking of others. What's it going to take for Republicans to be unified behind Donald Trump's big, beautiful bill?
Well, it's ridiculous. And hi, Mike. Obviously, always great to be on your show. Thank you so much.
Thanks, Alfredo.
Just ridiculous. I was actually with the speaker yesterday at lunch, just after the meeting with the president. The president actually called in, and being the great humor that he has, he was in great spirits. He feels really good about this. But look, we got these grandstanders, these hardliners, and the Salt Caucus. I mean, there's this guy, Mike Lawler from New York. I guess he's part of that Salt Caucus. He's holding out. He goes, my constituents voted me in to get the most I can for them, and blah, 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 blah. And like, so they're pushing for, I guess it was 30, and now I guess overnight they got it up to 40. But it's like, look, if this bill doesn't happen, guess what's going to happen? One of the largest tax increases for all of your constituents, right? I mean, it just makes no sense. These grandstanders, they just like having their names in the press and in the media. But look, this is an enormous opportunity to jumpstart our economy and fix what Biden had broken for 4 years. I mean, this is one of the largest tax increase, the largest tax increase this country has ever seen. We have an opportunity to help everybody here, and especially, as you know, our small business owners, which we've been fighting for so much. We're raising that deduction from 20% to 23%. We were fighting for 25%. We got 23%. Hey, listen, we'll take that, and twice on Tuesday. We're very happy with that. We're getting 100% immediate expensing, which is going to be a huge boom for all of our businesses across the country. And look, these guys should be celebrating. They should be uniting around the president. They should be uniting around this effort. We should be, quite frankly, we are so blessed to have Speaker Johnson as our speaker, because that man has the patience of a saint with all these different factions, all these different, egos that he has to deal with. I mean, he is trying to corral the moderate Republicans who are afraid of any changes to Medicaid, the hardliners that want more spending, the Salt Caucus that want more deductions for their Northeast buddies. I mean, it's just ridiculous. And the speaker's done an amazing job. I feel confident at the end he's going to pull it off, and we're going to be able to see a floor vote probably as early as tonight, maybe tomorrow morning. But we have to get that bill to the president, and obviously it has to go to the Senate first, and the Senate has to do its thing, and it's got to come back to the House. But we got to do all of this and get that bill to the president on his desk by the 4th of July.
Alfredo, can you explain in layman's terms the SALT debate? Because this, of course, is protecting the Mike Lawler districts. These are blue cities, blue states, blue regions. These are highly concentrated liberal communities. SALT is basically, as I understand it, a way to try to give people who have elected to live in a progressive or deeply liberal district some kind of a federal break for the city and state taxes that these Democrat imposed leaders have imposed upon the citizens. Like the federal government is supposed to bail them out because of their decision to live in a big, highly taxed area.
You're exactly right on this, Mike. It's the state and local tax deduction, basically, and it helps these high tax states, so Illinois and New York, of course, and these Republicans that happen to be in these districts within those states. They're concerned that if they don't get the SALT deduction and they're up to ridiculous levels, that they're not going to be reelected in 26. Well, I've got a news flash for you. We're going to lose the entire House if this tax bill doesn't go through and signed on the desk, by the president by the 4th of July. If we don't get this tax bill done, the American public will not forgive the Republican Party. I mean, period. I think George Bush found out what that was like, and so we need to make sure that we deliver this while President Trump has delivered on his tariff promise. And look, it is coming through. The deals are going to be made. You had Kevin Hassett on the news just the other day saying that he expects almost 3 to 4% growth in the back half of this year with both of these happening, the tariff deals going through, the tax cuts going through. I mean, this is so important that we do this for the president and we do this for our party and more importantly, and most importantly, for the American public.
Well, I'm grateful to Job Creators Network for the leadership you guys have demonstrated, because everybody can get involved. This is not something where you have to be on the sidelines. And you've got a site, taxcutsnow.com, because we have got to make sure that the Tax Cuts and Jobs Act is permanent. Our elected representatives have to be hearing from us. And as usual, Alfredo Ortiz and Job Creators Network have led the way in giving people a grassroots activist way to get involved. Go to taxcutsnow.com. Let Congress hear from all of us. And on a personal note, Alfredo, the job you guys have been doing is astounding, because you're right in the middle of this, and we're grateful to you. I know our audience is, and I think I hope everybody takes a moment and goes to taxcutsnow.com. Put your signature there, because the way it works, you'll be able to generate a letter to an email to your elected representative, right, Alfredo?
Yeah, absolutely. And look, we do need everybody to participate. We need that feedback from everybody, to their congresspeople, to their senators. This is a must, right? And so if people don't think, what difference I'm going to make? Oh, trust me, they look and listen to every single one of those. We need every single one of your listeners to do this right now, because guess what? This still isn't a done deal. This still is not done.
That's right. It's not finished. This is not a slam dunk. And they also have a health.
We need everybody's help.
And they also respect Job Creators Network. So a lot of credibility there. Taxcutsnow.com. Alfredo, keep fighting the good fight.
Thank you, Mike. God bless.